I need a volunteer. Come at me with an imaginary knife.
Ouch! Ouch!
That's how it's done. Who's next?
That's me!
I love it. I love it.
I can't believe the news today. I can't close my eyes and I can't go away. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Guys, cheers. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. It was also 4 years ago today that we lost Mr. Holster, Scott. So, I also got a package in from David. Mr. Holster. So in honor of that, I have Mr. Holster's 1911, Mr. Holster's holster, and Christine's HMR 17, which Sharky indeed did not shoot. So we're gonna try the Demitris all-natural Bloody Mary seasoning. Says that this little guy makes 32 drinks. How in the hell is that accomplished? Because you're supposed to have 2 to 3 ounces, in other words, a shot glass or a shot and a half, to 1 quart of tomato juice to make a batch. Well, that's 2 quarts. And I'm not gonna make all of that up. It says or just a few dashes per drink. So we'll start with the important stuff, which is part of full disclosure. Went and had breakfast with with Sam and Gage and Molly and drawing a blank. Sam, two of Sam's best friends. He works at the. I think he works at the. I think they both work at the Subaru dealership. He also works at out at the Choo Choo where Sam said I should go. He basically just works over the weekend. He made $300 in a relatively slow bar last night. That's why Sam keeps saying, you know how much money you could make. Especially depending on what shift you took. Like, for instance, Sam only worked mornings, which means mimosas and Bloody Marys. And for those, it's funny when a husband and wife comes in and she orders a Bloody Mary and he goes, I'll have a beer. And she goes, you're going to have a beer with breakfast? Listen, Karen, you got 2 shots of vodka. Okay, so 2 dashes. I don't know. That's in my book. That's heavy for a dash, but we'll try that. And just regular old 100% tomato juice from Essentials. I don't know how widespread they are, or if they are a Super One Foods phenomena, but that's where I got it. Ooh, yes. So, not to pick on it before it hasn't even happened, but I don't have strong hopes. And I am going to do a proper snit with a hop slam. If you're going to have a snit of beer, make it 10%. Okay, so I guess it has a little bit more smell to it than just your standard Bloody Mary, but cheers. I have to admit, that's not the worst Bloody Mary I've ever had. Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman! Yeah. Okay, so I guess that is as far as I can tell. At this point in time, I better wait another moment to announce the changes in the neighborhood. Okay, Mr. Holster. Okay, so I got a package in. Oh, and Mikey. Mikey stopped over today. Just gaze in there. 100 rounds of 50 AE. All of them, those beautiful Hornady XTP go fuck yourself rounds. Okay. Okay, do we go for the Spyderco in the back pocket? No. Do we go for the Real Steel in the other back pocket? Maybe. Do we go for the knife that Matt? We'll go for this one. America. You know, around here, they charge you 5 cents for every plastic. David, there's what here right now? About $1,000 worth of douchebag libtard plastic bag. Okay, we got 2 kilt lifter Scottish style amber ales. Peach Golden Ale, Vibrant Peachy, from Four Peaks. We got Hazy IPA from Four Peaks. By the way, those of you following along at home, this is, like I always like to point out, pro level shit when there's two. That's just enough to be disappointed if they're really good. Two Hop Knot IPA, West Coast style. And two The Joy Bus Wow Wheats, orange wheat. So these are all from Four Peaks. So we got some burnables in the bottom here, and I'll have to pick all those up later. These are like some serious bags. Holy shit. Reusable Walmart bag. Hand washable. Yeah, that's never gonna fucking happen. Sustainable. Whatever that means. You. Reusable. 125 times. So what exactly happens on the 126th time? And if I only get 123, is there some kind of a... See now, around here, the Walmart bag, I don't even bother. We do our Walmart pickup on Saturdays, and those bags go straight in the garbage if they were even able to get home. Like, it's possible to have destroyed a plastic Walmart bag if it had bread in it. They are the absolute cheapest shit bags, but it's okay. Hop Knot. Peachy Golden. Kilt Lifter. Hazy. And wow. Wow! Wow, you're from Holland? Oh. Okay. J-Dog on the brown ale here at home. First in, Smile Money saying first. Cobra saying first as a sub-comment. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 4 shots. Then on his other channel, 2 thumbs up and 6 shots. J-Dog here at home. Yeah, he's a lounge lizard. David said, hello, horn dogs. El Tenda says, whatever El Tenda says. English, motherfucker. Cheers. If he was British, it might be cheerio. Spy Money? Minnesota already has your registration since they hacked your gun registration app. Cobra says brutal. Then he says to Spy Money says to Cobra, you know Matt will turn Eric in anyway. They might offer Citizen of the Month. And then Cobra says to Smile Money, no way. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Smile Money says, Eric, many of those federal lawmakers were crying like babies on January 6th, and those visitors to the Capitol were unarmed. Yeah. If they're such pussies, they don't even deserve to be Americans, let alone in this country. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Billy says, X-33 was my bottle ship guest, Captain Numbnuts. And as PSA to you, you starting at 7:29 no longer has anyone listening to you. So, out of respect, next time, pause your crumb smasher, please. Thank you. You may continue. I think I liked him more when he didn't comment. Huh? Smile Money. They deleted a response comment I made to Wade. I know why. I repeated the line from one of your intro songs. I don't care if you're straight or gay, Matt should. You know the rest. Go ahead and love yourself. If that's a tequila talking, I love tequila. Salty nakedness of the people, by the people, and for the people. This 27 says, for the naked. Jeremy said, use an O-ring for thread protectors, Teflon tape for suppressors. What? If Teflon tape was fucking for suppressors, it wouldn't be in the plumbing section. I rest my case. Actually, I am just planning on, if I even notice it loose. If I don't notice it loose, I'm not even going to bother. I have some, it's the 222. It's actually purple, but it's really low strength. Oh. So that's the plan. I have yet to find it loose, so of course with the way things go for me, it'll be tight, gone. Jolson says rubber or neoprene. And Jeremy says rubber. We're talking about O-rings, right? Mike says, love to try that beer. Well, seeing how they're from Minnesota, I only see one real way of that happening. Poco? What's up? Poco? Schnozberries taste like schnozberries. This is true. Then he says, you obviously never have done a quick quarter-mile pass. I'll take a little straight line over big curves any day. Heck no. I am like Carol Shelby. I would, as much as I enjoy the brutal abilities of the VMAX in a straight line, it is definitely not a bike. I mean, maybe if you've never ridden anything other than 1970s or 1960s bikes, and then you got on a VMAX and you went, wow, this thing can handle. But if you've spent any time on sport bikes, which considered that I've owned multiple sport bikes, it is a very different beast. And I don't care if it's on a bike or in a car. I enjoy the fun of corners and a combination of being able to go fast in a straight line and then have to be able to get through a corner. Kind of like Carol Shelby said, anybody can go fast in a straight line. Poco Teflon tape is a lubricant. Both blue Loctite and Teflon will cause problems after a couple of I'm assuming that was mag dumps, and it heats up. Let's try dipping it in water, waiting for it to dry, and then putting it back together. Mr. 27 says 24th. And then multi-gunman sub-comment, you're cut off. 24 is way too many. Cobra says H8. And Sharky sub-comment says, well, I'll be damned. H8. H8 is Colonel Mustard. Figure out where to put that. Which means if I draw Cobra's number or Cobra's name when this is all over, he will get the bonus prize, which as of right now I haven't created. But maybe for Cobra, I think maybe for Cobra, I might throw in this gem for him. The City on the Edge of Forever, episode 28 on VHS tape. And look at that. The last time I watched it, I didn't even rewind it. What a prick. So, Cobra, we'll be throwing that in for you. If you win. EMT Rail Fan 2750, yes we will. Us, because they know then we won't kill them. And what was he talking about? About what I was talking about? I was talking about the flat out truth. Why did our founding fathers give us the Second Amendment? Wasn't for those pesky deer. It was for those pesky, tyrannical government people. If they ever try to take our rights away, which they're doing, those firearms were to take them away. Our founding fathers, excuse me, our founding fathers wanted a guarantee that the way of life that they were putting forward for us was going to be able to go on without a repeat of history, which we have had a repeat of history for a long time. And considering if a woke tube has an issue with it, it is what should be taught to every single person as part of our history. Because the reason that they're omitting and getting rid of so much of the important parts of our history is so that the next generation is fucking stupid. And they don't realize what they have and how precious it is and how it should be taken care of. And make sure that it doesn't go the other way. Instead, you have a bunch of brain-dead fucking vegetables that want to sit at home and play on their video games, or if you can get their lazy cunt asses up to go to work, they better get $25 an hour to put a fucking Happy Meal together. So, as part of what should be a history lesson, maybe it needs to be a history lesson for a lot of people, because I've actually watched one of our senators try to explain to the speaker when the speaker was like, What do you mean those guns are for making sure our government doesn't come tyrannical? Yes, Mr. Speaker. The reason that we have those is so that we will always have those rights. So if you try to overstep and become a tyrannical government, we will make sure that you don't have a job anymore. And we are so long past go time. If you don't see that, or that somehow is an opposition in your thinking, then you are truly part of the problem. It's just sad how easily so many people are willing to give up your freedom. If people don't step up and make sure that it is not taken away, it is not forgotten, untaught to people, then we've lost. It's just a no more. And that's why I will never go quietly into the night. And I don't give a shit if someone is offended. I don't give a shit if WokeTube wants to say, the FBI, the Biden administration said make sure that people don't actually talk about freedom and what the Second Amendment, what the Constitution actually means to the American people. We want to have stupid people that are easily manipulated. Like, you don't need that gun part. I mean, who on earth needs that particular thing? Fuck you. Me. That's what. I don't give a shit how unimportant you think it is. You have no right. And the kind of bullshit that these libtard douchebag Democrats are trying to just forcefully push through in the dead of the night when nobody is looking, or plant it deep into something else. Like, someone like Eric doesn't want to show support for the Ukraine people. Well, buried on page 500 and something, you're fucking taking away more rights for people over here. Not to mention, why don't you go do your money laundering somewhere else? So, no, I'll never be silent. I have these firearms because I enjoy them. I'm passionate about this, and anyone that I can ever talk to try to explain anything from how they work to why you should never give up your rights to them. I don't give a flying fuck if someone says that it shouldn't have a slide stock. I don't give a shit if someone says, it can't have a thumb hole. I don't care if someone says, who really needs that particular kind of stock or brace or grip or handguard or forearm or this, that, or the other thing, or those scary ass bullets. I mean, when you actually think for a moment, you have to fear that you overly killed somebody that was trying to take your life or your family life away, and that somehow, oh my God, like the way he killed that guy was just terrible. I mean, let me tell you, if I get away with it, I would make sure the first round in the gun, when it hit that first layer of flesh, had like a quarter of a stick of C4 in it. And there was nothing but a shoes and some red mist. Because at least that person didn't continue on to possibly do harm to me. Again, like I said the other day, you want to put your money where your mouth is? Then go after the criminal. Don't keep coming after the law-abiding citizen like me. Because if you want to turn me into a criminal, go right ahead. Because you're gonna with every single one of these bullshit laws and regulations and this, that, and the other thing that you're trying to put forth. Because I have zero fucks. Want to perform a crime with a firearm? Then you should know that you are gonna go to jail for years and years without any chance of getting out. I mean, heck, let's all look at England and what's going on there. Now they're gonna try to go after knives over there. Because first they took the guns away, and evidently that was gonna stop the criminals, right? Right, you libtard douchebag pieces of shit? How'd that work in England? Well, guess what? The crime rate didn't change. Oh, but no, you manipulating douche nozzles, the crime rate changed with handguns. Oh yes, by taking the guns away from legal people, that did drop the crime rate with guns. But just as many people keep on dying, and they keep on dying in different ways, and now they're all worried about knives. We're going to have to go after those next. And what was the other interesting fun fact? Of course, I've known this. As gun violence goes, the United States is third. Number 3. Oh, seems pretty bad, doesn't it? But if you took away, New York, Illinois, Washington, I don't know, if you took away, it's like 4 or 5 states or big cities. We dropped to, it was either 183 or 189, just so that I can fall on the side of being correct. If you take away the Illinois, and they're all libtard, they're all anti-gun states, or at least anti-gun areas within the states. If you took them away, the United States drops to 183rd on the list of crimes with guns. So, you libtards, it's working out so well, your gun regulations. Just keep passing a law after throwing a law after a law after a law at it. Because guess what? Bad people, criminals, are going to do it no matter what. So, until you actually go after the problem and not the innocent person, nothing is going to change. Other than, here in Minnesota, evidently, you want to see if you can turn me into a felon. So, if that day comes, guess what? The Brew Channel will be me and knives and flashlights. You will no longer see this stuff, but will it have disappeared? Fuck no. We'll never comply. Never. Maybe just pack up and get the fuck out of this commie goddamn libtard state. I don't know how often I have to say this, but guess what? Voting has its consequences. I don't know. That one, and then that one, or that one twice, that one a couple times, and then we'll end on that one, or, yeah. EMT, howdy, Mr. Brown. Then EMT says 38 minutes. Word. Public executions. I'm telling you right now, you figure out a way to make it happen, and you just start getting rid of a few of these anti-American, unconstitutionalist pieces of shit, and I think the rest of them would kind of fall into place. Amen. Let me reiterate. You take the two people that introduced this law in Minnesota and hang them in a tree somewhere and have a constitutionalist remind them that they put their hand on the Constitution of the United States of America and swore to uphold it, and everything that these pieces of shit are doing go in direct opposite to supporting our Constitution. Swinging. Hey, gotta ask you, how do you feel on this subject? Oh, you support the Second Amendment. Okay, good job. How do you feel? Well, was that a glimmer of you're not sure? Jimmy, rope time. Okay. Okay then. Okay, so just out of curiosity, let me try something. First, some fresh ice from the ice maker. Then we swap out our 100% tomato juice from concentrate over for some Spasa V8. It's good until December 31st, 2024. I like to crack it open, get a little bit more of an air pocket. It's shaking up good. Okay. Then we do our shot of vodka. Wow. Wow. Then a few dashes. So I did not bring down any extras or anything like that. Oof-da. Hey, did I mention Mikey? Mikey brought me 100 rounds of... Yes, I think I might have. Michael's a good guy. Okay, so same thing, but with some spicy V8. Still smells about the same. Here's a strange one. I love spicy V8. I'll pour myself a great big glass of that as my dinner. The regular tomato juice, I thought was, the flavor right now. Shut that door. the flavor profile is completely the opposite of what I thought it would be. That is bizarre. It almost seems a little acidic, and no longer has any of the flavor of Spicy V8. I did get the spicy, right? Okay. Huh. Okay. We'll double down on our dashes. I'm not saying that it's completely hideous, but in comparison to just the response and flavors out of just the regular tomato juice, I'm actually kind of regretting that I did this. That's a little bit better, but if you do, and all then this and the next two Bloody Marys that are the next two Sundays that I will be reviewing, all of this stuff came off of Amazon. So Demitris, maybe that's what I should do on Sunday. Right now, the first link is to the backup Captain Dick Nozzle channel. If I am not here, if more than a day goes by and you do not see a video from me, I got fucked by WokeTube. Probably because I said Trump won or don't get the arm ticket. But maybe today the top one will be the link to this if you're interested in trying it out, where you can just take your favorite tomato juice and just add a few splashes, or if you want to make up something for a party, you can do 2 to 3 ounces. 1 quart will make up a batch. Great also for cooking and grilling. Demitris.com recipes. I have to go check that out. Worcester sauce is like the #1 ingredient on here. White vinegar, molasses, sugar, water, salt, onion, anchovies, garlic, cloves, tamarind extract, natural flavoring, chili pepper extract, more water, jalapeno pepper puree, green jalapeno peppers, vinegar, salt, water, natural flavoring, salt, sugar. Okay, that was a third of what was. Yeah, I would say for, I think it was $9 for this. Maybe not even. I don't know. I'll try to remember to put a link. But I would recommend this. Especially since this little guy, obviously you still have the cost of having to buy a bottle of your favorite tomato juice, but I'm really shocked. I thought the regular tomato juice would have that tomato acidic kind of flavor to it, and as by the look on my face, I was actually surprised at my first couple of sips, and I'm surprised in a disappointed way that the Spicy V8 has not added any positive value. The regular tomato juice was cheaper. And I thought it tastes better without having to use as much of the Demitris. Cheap old gun guy. Life isn't fair. It's just fairer than death. That's all.
Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
EMT 5827. Word again. It's been on a roll yesterday. To say come take this. Okay, yeah. EMT, I guess it doesn't get any more basic than that. That is if that's what they want to do, then that's what they're gonna have to do, because I'll be registering my ammo with them long before I register a single firearm with them. By the way, if you're up here, and you are a fan of biscuits and gravy, which I am very particular about biscuits and gravy. I don't commonly get it because I've been disappointed way too many times at a restaurant. This was good. Clyde, first they start by making their own biscuits. Not as nice as those biscuits, but right up there. Then they cover it in their homemade gravy and sausage gravy, and the whole thing is put into a extremely hot pan, a cast iron pan, and delivered to the table. And evidently, I was the only one that was there this morning of the six of us. I was the only one, other than Christine, that has never had it before. Christine isn't a huge fan of sausage and gravy, or biscuits and gravy, so she got the Clyde Iron breakfast, which looked extremely good. And then I had biscuits and gravy, Sam had biscuits and gravy, Gage had biscuits and gravy. I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. He had biscuits and gravy, and Molly had some kind of a pancake with berries and shit on it, and she said it was kind of bland. You know, she said even after adding the syrup to it, she goes, I regret not getting the biscuits and gravy. So, Molly's cool. Molly has like a 2022 Subaru WRX STI, and right now in Molly's garage, on one side is Molly's 2022 STI and Sam's limited edition. I don't remember what year it is. If it's an 18 or a 20, I can't remember. All I know is if my life goes in the right direction, when Sam is ready to let it go, I wouldn't mind purchasing it from her, because it's everything that it's the style of the STI that I've always wanted. Or maybe I could just take mine and build it into an STI. I mean, my car, they have 3 trim levels. They have my trim level, which actually Sam doesn't quite understand. She doesn't know if someone special ordered mine, because it's an Impreza, but it has things on it that were only offered in the WRX or the STIs, except for the motor. I don't have the twin turbocharged intercooled flat 4. I just have the flat 4. But, you know, if it means. Evidently, Sam must not be, whenever this swap happens, she must not be too particular, because I said, out of curiosity, what happens if I got my hands on an STI motor from that year and put it in mine? And she goes, that's the last minute that I will ever work on it for you. And I went, oh, okay. So, I don't know exactly what that means. Evidently, it must not be a good thing. So, I guess I won't do that. But I do have my upgrade coming tomorrow. I should have my headrest covers. Multi-Gunman says I'm late and I don't give a shit. Din says, you know what you could do, E, if you're gonna make dentures, instead of making them from teeth from dudes that died during the Battle of the Waterloo, or making them gold fonts, you could make some teeth from bullets. Be like Jaws from the old Bond movies, but with T16B teeth. Or T6B teeth. You can be MC Bullet Mouth. Well, I tell you what, Dan, if you had that for teeth, you could tear the shit out of stuff. Just like the person standing at my front door going, hey, we're here to register your firearms. I got something for you. Oh, I'm sorry, it'll look more like this. Oh, that's right, you won't see it. McLean, Wade, I agree and accept. McLean, I don't say it enough, but Wade is an extremely smart man, and he's packing a mullet. McLean, it's Xmas. Please drop the restraining order. Matt Davis, well, fuck, says H9. H9 is a miss. Jolson on the wrong video. So it's the only reason he's getting away with this. Says J5. Jolson, I tried to fucking help you on this. Someone had already called that. J5 is a miss. Then Jolson on the right video says J4. Just to see if it's relevant or not. Sharky subcomment. Links, Ziu, Veer, links. March on, mate. J4 has not been called, Jolson, and it is a miss. Jolson, just so you know, someone already called J2. So, don't waste a shot on J2. It has already been called as a miss. Jolson says, we need more cowbell. Jolson, I am not a cowbell hater. I am not a cowbell lover, necessarily, because I have to be here for when the cowbell is happening. But after the picture you sent me today, I cannot decline your cowbell request at all. So, in 3, in 2, in 1. We'll hide that from Matt. Wade, I'm sure Matt will have a new outlook on life after his first training session with McLean. Life-changing, even. Well, yeah, that, and he'll shit like a goose for a week. God, I'd love to ride on a Husqvarna. Sharky? Uh-oh. Woof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, McLean's going to be pissed. Where are we? Wow, just like that, it's an hour anyway. Never mind. Screw McLean. No, that's Matt's job. That is more like it. Sharky, cheers all. Shot the 312, but I'm buried under guns. Nice. Here we go. I said to shut that. Keeps creeping open. Sharky, two-parter here. Surprise handball driving. No, if that's what you call it. Wonder what the boys see in her. Bad says, greetings, Captain. Greetings, Bad. Then he says, remember the politician that was sworn into office with his hand on the Quran? Should have put a bullet straight through his head. Last comment is Poco saying H7. H7 is a hit. And that was it. But don't act yet. There's more. Now we gotta find some room for some more beers. White guy problems. Okay, first in the club is Salty Double Nakedy McNaked time. Jolson, the Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. There you go. Smile money. Sunday, Bloody Sunday, cheers, clubbers. See, that would have been bad if I didn't follow through on saying that I was going to review a Bloody Mary mix, didn't it? So, as full disclosure, I spent another couple of hours down here, and god damn, that's a nice couch. Not exactly sure what the hell it is she's reading. Went through one of the shelves and decided that anything that really didn't pertain to having to be down here is just going to go to the garage. So I have one great big black garbage bag filled with recycling, another great big black garbage bag. See, I'm not racist. I didn't buy the white ones. Filled with garbage, and a big pile of shit on the floor that needs to be brought. That's all the stuff that needs to be brought out to the garage. So I cleaned the pantry, put all the Christmas decorations in there instead of being over there in the corner. Of course, you wouldn't know it if you were here before I cleaned and then came over now. You'd be going, corner kind of looks the same. No, it's completely different stuff in the corner. There's no router table, there's no table saw, there's no inversion table down here. I don't know how I feel about that thing. It really does help my back. if you are experiencing back problems, the teeter hang-up or inversion table is definitely a good thing. The problem is it does not fold up. It is not light. It doesn't even, you can't even get the thing flat enough to say put it under a bed, because if it did, I would maybe keep it upstairs and put it under the Star Trek, in the Star Trek room, under the bed. It's big, it's bulky, I don't have room for it anywhere, so I'm gonna put it out in the garage. But last time I gave the last one away. I don't want to give this one away because I fear if I'm having some back problems, I can correct it with that thing. The other thing that has changed, and I'm sure someone will probably suggest some kind of medication or something, but before, I used to actually hang upside down and watch the better part of a movie. Now, 4 years later, if I'm hanging upside down for more than 30 seconds, I start to feel sick to my stomach and queasy, and I've never experienced that before. And that just also makes it so that I don't want to use the thing. That part of it is very disappointing. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but for right now, it has been relocated out to the garage, and also a big congratulations to Sam. She sold another one of her cars today, which means that's a good thing. I wasn't storing it. I do have a front clip for it, and I'm like, do you know the person that purchased the car? No. And I go, okay, what about that front clip? Oh. She goes, I don't know. She goes, I guess I can come and get it. I said, and then she tells me she's got all sorts of, if someone she knew, it was a Honda Prelude, one of the more sought after ones. It's a car, like if you watch Fast and Furious, it's a car that you see a lot in movies like that. And she goes, I just got a shit ton of stuff for it, and she goes, I'll probably just throw it all away. And I go, well, wait a second. I go, why don't you put stuff up on Facebook Marketplace? I mean, I got a whole front clip for that car sitting in my garage. She goes, I'd never even thought about that. And I'm like, wow, Mrs. Side Hustle? So, yeah, so Sam sold her Prelude, and I don't know where the shit's falling, but she had made a comment about they might be selling the Legacy, the car that she wanted me to take because it had been thoroughly vetted and has the $500 remote start in it. But I don't know. I may have, I don't want to sound shallow. I may have considered if it was a different color other than a cream white. My car's black because I'm racist. And I really like my car, and I like that and that. So yeah, I just need to drop an STI motor in it so I can get that mileage down, Cobra. You know, right now I'm a piece of shit hovering around 19 miles per gallon. God, that's just, it's not right. You know, someone like me, a conservative leaning person, believing in capitalism. You know, I want to go through as much fuel as possible. Last comment, until I hit the refresh button, is Cold-Hearted Bastard. Homework for a captain. Ruger American and 45 ACP has Novak sights. Shoots 8 to 10 inches low. pick me out some new sights. The Ruger American Rifle? I didn't even realize that I didn't know they had I don't know, why is that saying pistol? Enter. Oh, okay. I didn't even know they made something like that. Okay, I can try to remember to get back to you tomorrow. I'm looking at one of them right now in gray and with black sights, a black barrel, a black back grip, and a black mag extension, and it's kind of a sexy looking little gun. 530 bucks. Okay, I'll find out who makes sights for that, Phil. Maybe alcohol, memory, gabapentin, all the above. That was the last comment. Now, I have already said that I actually like this, but you're going to have to experiment yourself, because surprisingly, just regular tomato juice that I don't particularly like. When I do spicy V8, I usually I do not do it on ice. I just do it in a glass because I don't want to dilute it, and usually it's with a little fresh black ground pepper, and that's it. But now, as far as this is a Bloody Mary mix, I have to say, for the fact that if I would have done 2 drinks with the Filthy, $9 would have almost tapped me out. It doesn't. That bag does not quite do 3 12-ounce drinks. I guess if you up your ante on vodka, you can get 3 for basically $10. And I don't. This might have been $10. But to make 32 drinks, that it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and of course that first one was just like 4 like dribbles of this out of that. So yeah, but like I said, if you're a fan of Spicy V8 and think that that's going to be an improvement, for some weird reason, it was not. I hope that is not the look of what exactly are you looking at, because if you're wearing a shirt like that, I can tell you that I will never ever be able to tell you that your eyes are brown. Let's check this and giddy up on out of here. That is all, folks. Probably see you tomorrow. I don't know. Planning on going in and pretending I'm doing something for a while, but yeah, whatever. It's just yes. And this is where we end, on a very upward scale. So cheers, we'll see you tomorrow. And where are my manners? Thank you, David. Actually, who cares about David? I just came back for this right here. Just kidding. Maybe we'll look at one of those tomorrow. More than likely. Cheers.